So really starting to establish some matchups now, and on the lookout for another quarterfinalist here. The winner of this heat will take on Carissa Moore, so no easy road through a championship tour event. And we'll see if these two surfers over at Margaret River and then a second place finish at Bells Beach, a quarterfinal finish in Brazil. Here goes Tatiana, trying to drop a big score on the 6-time world champion. A solid start to this ride. Looking alive and inspired at the moment. Drifts the tail on that final manoeuvre. Just pushing as hard as she can. She knows that she can't pace herself. With some solid results on the QS, she actually made it to this same round. So she's proven she can take down the big names. And she's going to have to do that again here. Here's the replay.
Yeah, Tatiana, that last turn there, we saw big scores thrown out for 2 maneuvers. We'll see if that criteria holds true for today. But Tati delaying that bottom turn, sweeps into this one. Just a setup turn to get her into this money turn right there. Just drifts the fins. She's all business right now in this contest. This is probably one of the events that she'd earmark as her favorite. She's fearless.
They know when to deliver. They know when to back it off a bit. And here's Steph. Get back to you guys.
Thank you, mate. Steph Gilmore throwing it up vertically into the pocket there. And she goes down on that second manoeuvre. So it didn't start great, that ride. I don't think Steph will be too concerned just yet. Still plenty of time on the clock, but we'll see if Tatiana can make her pay as she picks off her third ride. And it's going to replace the one that she had on her first wave for sure. Some real commitment to that last turn, riding over the top of Steph Gilmore, but she falls before getting to the end section.
Wow, you can sense that bit of competitive energy in this heat.
I've free surfed with you a bunch. You're one of those competitors. You'll paddle into the impact zone to make way for other people who are surfing. You're very generous like that. But Tatiana, she's not going to let Steph's presence stop her from throwing down a big committed turn here.
Oh, no way. It's almost like an invitation to go more radical when your competitor is just right there. Tati, I mentioned it before, she's feisty. She's got that ability to kind of get under the skin of her competitors. And great surfing. But Stephanie Gilmore, I mean, I love the way that she tags this wave right here. We're talking about throwing that board up into the lip and really stabbing it. But that was, you know, they've been talking about Steph finishing her rides and one of the things where she can tighten up, and that's an example of it.
So Steph now really looking to reboot. She needs to turn this wave into a good number. Has a good looking wall here. She gets hung up though. So a couple of rides not panning out. 15 minutes wiping off the clock, and Steph Gilmore getting left behind here because Tatiana's just dropped the 5.5 and she's up once again. And she rips in hard on that first pocket carve and again gets out on that open face and leans into that rail. So the combination of some decent turns here from Tatiana, stopping the float on the inside. She seemed impressed with herself as she jumped over the back of that one.
Yeah, I was almost going to say the body language that these ladies are carrying. Tatiana's got that kind of confidence when she kicks out of the wave, but you could see Steph's disinterest.
So 19.5 minutes to go, and Tatiana was chasing a big result to get herself back into the top 10. Just lit this thing up.
Definitely. I mean, looking to back up that 7.33, drop the 5.5. The one thing, you know, she did those 3 nice carving maneuvers, a lot of power, held the rail, but maybe the judges want to see a little bit of variety. I do enjoy the surfing that she's doing at the moment. See how she goes straight into that second turn. There's no kind of issue or waiting. It's all seamless, and this float is something that the judges really appreciate when you do that, you know, that last maneuver on that shallow reef and put it up. Let's just compare it to a 5.5. You know, maybe a bit of a bigger wave on her last one. Here's the section where she just throws it in front of Steph. That tail slide maneuver was a point of difference on this wave. She's
so a weaker-minded competitor too. Might have got a little frazzled by the fact that their rival is right there. But Tatiana,
she loves it.
She digs in hard. That was a very high-risk committed turn, but a smaller wave, and it didn't have that combination.
Yeah.
She also was incomplete there. So her last ride, Rosie, much more impressive on the scoreline. An 8.27 is the average.
With the time on the clock and her ability.
Let's see if she can turn things around here. Racing down the line, drives off the bottom. belts that first section, flows into the next move. The third turn is strong. So the combination of 3 decent manoeuvres there, it's going to narrow the requirement. Do you think it'll see her out of combination?
Fell over backwards, but here we go. Stephanie Gilmore looking to answer back. She just stabs her board through the lip there. We were speaking about yesterday. Barton made mention of throwing your board up and over the lip, and Steph does that so well. Just see, you know, she really just plucks this one through her arms and then throws that body momentum and that torque right through the lip. This third turn, all power. What do you think?
I don't think there's many points in that second manoeuvre, so it's going to really hedge on what the judges feel with the completion of that last turn. I thought she got clear of the way, but sometimes they want to see you just in complete control before you jump off your board. They were slightly mistimed, so I think she was getting the bulk of those points for that last manoeuvre, but still not enough to keep her in this heat. She needs 2 rides, and she needs them now. A couple of decent turns there, but 3 minutes to go. Going to remain in combination.
You know, Taddy's obviously put it on a dominant performance in these lefts, and they're kind of running away really quick, which is, yeah, so she's drawn a tough heat, but she's still ripping, so, yeah.
After this, I mean, obviously, right now with a minute left, I don't know if she's going to get out of this combination, and then...
Thank you, Strata Wasilewski, there with the new live ladder Jeep ratings leader, because Tyler Wright and Steph Gilmore were on top of the ratings coming into this contest, and Tyler through to the quarterfinals. But Sally Fitzgibbons not too far behind Tyler on the leaderboard.